Hello everyone, and welcome. We're on the back deck again. We're actually watching our grandson Kieran this weekend, so I'm trying to stay close to home as much as I can. But after doing that video on making the alcohol stove last weekend, I was watching a few more videos and somebody suggested that I put carbon felt inside the stove and a stainless steel grate over top to hold it all in. And apparently that helps to make it spill proof and a little less messy to use. Not sure if it works or not, but I figure I'm gonna make one that way and then compare the two. Now, I'm not going to bore you with cutting the cans all over again and blah, 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 blah. I've pre-cut everything. So I'm just going to show you what I've got. And we're going to put it together. Before we do that, I got mail. A while back, I received this from Marc over at Open Air Outdoors. He sent me 2 really nice stickers. And I've been following Darrell's different stuff. And he has made himself a YouTube wall of fame, and he's getting stickers from a bunch of people, and whenever he does, he puts them on his wall of fame. Well, I'm renting here. I can't really stick stickers on the wall. He's got a board that he's got, but I don't have a ton of storage space. But I came up with an idea. I went to the dollar store. I bought a plastic tablecloth, and I used some Gorilla Tape, and I taped it to the back of my storage shed door. A lot of my camping gear is in there anyway, so now when I get stickers, I can open the door and stick them on that. Now, Darrell has also sent me a letter, and inside there are 2 very nice stickers, handcrafted by Darrell Wells, and Darrell Wells Different Stuff, which is his YouTube channel. And he has made 2 wooden coasters for me, etched in with my logo. These are gorgeous. Thank you very much, Darrell. You did a beautiful job on these. And I will be putting your stickers on the door. Now, Marc at Open Air Outdoors does a lot of outdoor videos, gear repair in his garage and stuff. He's got a lot of really good content. Darrell Wells, well, it's Darrell Wells Different Stuff for a reason, because he does different stuff. Sometimes he's out fishing, sometimes he's trapping, sometimes he's working in his garage doing some woodwork, sometimes he's gardening. It's all kinds of whatever he happens to be doing at the time. But again, he has some very good content. So I'm going to try and put a link to both of these guys in the comments below this video. But for now, let's go put these stickers on the door, and then we'll get started on that stove. Now, I was originally going to put these stickers all over my canoe barrel, but the canoe barrel has a cover over it And most of the stickers you wouldn't see anyway. So I tape this plastic to the door, and this is where the stickers are going to go. If I can get the backing off of this one. Oh, there we go. There it was. Okay. Now we've got it. And now the two from Darrell Wells. Perfect, and we're off to a good start. Here's that stove that I made last week. Works well, but like I said, somebody suggested that I stuff it with carbon felt with a screen over top. Well, I have some carbon felt here. The reason for the carbon felt, it'll soak up the alcohol and let it burn without burning the felt. The felt does not light or burn easily. It withstands quite a bit of heat. For a screen, I went to the dollar store and I bought a stainless steel splatter screen, and I just cut the circle out that I need. For $2, I can make a lot of stoves with this. I pre-cut the bottom. I've already made the inner circle. The top already has the holes and everything. And I've got the screen. And then here's my piece of carbon felt. We have all our parts. Now the carbon felt, I roll it up and I stuff it inside this center ring. Stick it inside that center ring. Now before I put this stove together, I also noticed that some guys, what they'll do is they'll take a pair of needle nose pliers and they'll just give it a little bit of a twist all the way around the can. that's supposed to make it a little easier to set one inside the other. So now we'll set our ring with our carbon felt. And then we take our stainless steel ring and set it on top so that it'll hold it in place, and push it all into the top here. Okay, it might be easier if I put that in first and stick it right in there. There we go. Now I just have the rest of this mess to deal with. Now that is supposed to fix it so that it doesn't spill as easily. But I don't know if it does anything to change the burn time. But I have here a pill bottle that holds exactly 1 ounce or 30 milliliters. I'm going to wait until it gets darker tonight, and I'm going to put exactly 30 mils into both of these stoves, and then I'll light them up, and we'll see how long they burn. See how it goes. So the sun's going down. I have my 2 alcohol burners. Now I just noticed that apparently when I put this one together, it cracked here, but it should be okay for the burn for tonight. But I may have to make a new top cover and switch them out later. I did a short little burn with it a while ago, just a couple of drops, and it seems to burn okay. I'm doing everything on the barbecue. This is full of water, and I've got another jug full of water, just to be on the safe side. This holds 1 ounce or 30 mils. I'm going to pour one in this one and one in this one, and then I'll light both at the same time, and we'll see what the difference is. Now this week I ordered a Trangia bottle to hold my alcohol, just to make it a little safer when I have to transport it. So I can already see I have to be a little more careful when I'm filling this one because of the screen. It doesn't readily accept the fluid. I have to pour it a little bit slower. So I've got a timer. We'll see how long that burns for. But this one already seems to be burning much better. The open one has already bloomed. The other one still hasn't. So with 1 ounce, the one on the right burnt for 8 minutes and 28 seconds. The one on the left is still going, but I just realized a mistake was made. This one has never bloomed, and it's because the ring in the center, I forgot to cut the notches in it. So I'm going to have to let these burn out and cool, take it apart, cut the notches, and do it again. Okay, because the last cover had split, I had to tear it open to get it off. But I had already gone in the house and made another cover. So I just replaced it, and now I did cut the notches in that center wall. I had forgot that step. So both of them are lit, and it is 5 to 9. Again, the one on the right blooms first. And it seems to be burning much hotter. So it's about 3 minutes after 9. So this one burnt for about 8 minutes. This one will keep on going for a long time. It's not burning as hot. The other one I think was burning way hotter, but it'll burn for a lot longer. So this one would be way more fuel efficient. But this one never bloomed. It's always coming out through the center, even after I fixed it. So we're at 22 minutes. It's still hot. It's still burning. But it's dying down. So in total we got a 27-minute burn out of that for 1 ounce. We'll have to do a water boil test and see how it goes. So now it's time for that boil test. I have my pot, 2 cups of water, gonna fill this with alcohol again. We'll start with this stove. Oh, I have to go get my watch. And we'll see how long it takes to boil 2 cups of water, if I can do it with 1 ounce. I wanted to get this test done first thing this morning, but it was raining. The rain has finally backed off. So now I'm going to pour the alcohol in here. Set it in the stove. It is now 4:26. Stove is lit. Let's put the water on right away. See how long that takes. So the water's hot, but it never came to a boil. And my 1 ounce of fuel is gone. So a complete ounce of fuel, and I never boiled the water. But I think I expanded the holes last weekend. I may have made them a little too big so it doesn't burn as long. Who knows? I'm going to pour this water out. Put another 2 cups of cold water in. Get another ounce of fuel. Pour it into the other stove. Time to light this one. Ooh. Yep, it's lit. Put the water on. And it is 4:40. And that's at 19 minutes in. And as you saw, it's just to say starting to bubble a little bit. The flame is still going, but it's coming down. So I'm thinking, with this one, with an ounce of fuel, didn't quite get the water to a boil, but it got it hot. This one, with an ounce of fuel, the ounce is still burning, but the water's hot, but it's not a rolling boil. But I think the holes on this one are too big, so I may make another one and keep the holes small again. And then this one, I think the carbon felt is slowing down the burn just too much. I don't know. The water's hot, but 20 minutes is a little much, I think. Oh well, the only way to find out is to experiment, right? I like the idea that the alcohol is more quiet. I'm not crazy about the time it takes for this. And using this one with the holes this big, I would almost have to burn, I'd say, 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces at a time to get the water to boil. So the stove is finally out. And the water is really hot now. It finally came to a boil. But it took 25 minutes to bring it to a boil. That's not going to happen. I just went and checked on last week's video on this stove, and before I expanded the holes, it burnt for 12 minutes. And it was roughly, like, I didn't measure, but it was roughly 1 ounce. It looked like it was about the same. So I think I'm going to make another one like this and leave the holes small. And scrap the idea of that one. The carbon felt is not going to go to waste. There's other types of stoves that I can make later on down the line. And there's other stuff like I can do with that carbon felt. So now we're going to pour this out and put all this stuff away. But now we know, with the carbon felt, it slows the burn down way too much, and it slows the heat down. That's how you learn. You experiment. So I'm going to end this here. I want to thank you all for joining me. Always fantastic having you here. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're going to do that, you may as well hit the notification bell. When you do, there'll be a drop-down menu. In that menu, select all. And that should let you know whenever we put out a new video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.